What up, Kings? So in my lifetime, with BMX racing, when I was younger, I was a sponsored athlete. I was sponsored. I don't know why I did the quotes. I was a sponsored athlete, but there's this new concept that I don't quite understand, and it's happened in two different areas. So within my business, with what I do, I also was contacted to be recognized, like public speaker, leadership, recognized for an award. Um, so I've done both of these things, and this new approach, new concept, I don't quite understand, which I want to. It's driving me nuts so much that I had to make a video on it. So with sponsorship, sponsored athletes, right? It's kind of relational. You both benefit. I advertise your product, whatever it is. I'm sponsored by X. I wear X. I go to events. I go to contests. I go to, whatever it is, state, regional, national, and I represent you. And in return, you give me the product, and or even could be financial too, depending on the level of sponsorship. But at the most basic level, you give me product. You give me some product. Even at the smallest sponsorship I had, they gave me a small amount of product, right? And I was young when I did this, when I was sponsored. But this new age, this new generation, their approaches, I just don't understand. So you got to help me understand, right? So I've been contacted by two different clothing supplement companies, right? Hey, we'd like to do sponsorship, emailing back and forth, so on. I look up their stuff and I'm like, okay, it's all right. I would definitely, it's something I felt comfortable I would represent. So, and then we start getting towards the end, and it basically, this is what it turned out to be. They said, well, I said, okay, well, you're going to send me a startup package, and, I'll market it, I'll wear it, market it, fit it, whatever. Put it on, try it, throw your videos up, blah, 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 represent you. So towards the end of the emails, they said, no, we're going to give you 30% off of our product, and through your link, through your sales, you will get 8% of the overall sales. Sales part, I didn't really care about, whatever. Number one, that's a horrible contractual agreement. I get way more for any of my business contracts, not sponsorship, business contracts. I do horrible agreement. They're raping people. What this isn't sponsorship. These are sales schemes. They're not necessarily pyramid schemes, but they are sales schemes. If this is a sponsorship that you have, you are not a sponsored athlete. You're not a sponsored athlete in any way, shape, or form. All you're doing is marketing for that company. And then, I'm looking at their stuff and I'm like, I don't even pay those prices for my regular supplements. I don't pay those prices for my regular clothing, even with your 30% off. So why the hell would I represent you? Like that don't make no sense. I've been a sponsored athlete. It's a mutual relationship. We both benefit from the relationship. Where am I benefiting from in this relationship? If I have to, all I'm doing is getting a discount on your gear, which I can get through email. I could freaking log onto your site right now, put in my email and get 30% off. So how am I benefiting from this? Please, youth, even maybe older, youth, mature, whatever you are, if these are the approaches of sponsorship that people are approaching you with, that is not sponsorship. You are not a sponsored athlete. You are better off just sticking to what you do, grinding it out, putting in the work until a real company contacts you and says, hey, I'm going to give you some packages, maybe even a financial agreement. I'm going to give you some finances, represent our stuff. Let's go into a contractual sponsorship. This whole, you get 30% off and 8% out of the sales through your link and no. That's not sponsorship. That's a freaking pyramid scheme. That's a sales scheme. That's your marketing. Stop it. Stop that. It's ruthless. You're taking advantage of people. Then the other one, this one just happened just recently. Well, even the sponsorship happened recently, but this one's even more recent. Like yesterday recent. So, statewide recognized speaker. I've been slotted to speak nationally. I've been recognized. I've trained police officers. I've done all sorts of public speaking on a high level. So people reached out to me through LinkedIn. Okay. I've looked up their website. They're legit. They got conferences in Dubai. They're having conferences here in Las Vegas. So I meet with them, and then they're, okay, you're going to be recognized for a leadership award. All right. I said, well, how many people? Blah, blah, blah. And then we start getting down to it. And then they're like, okay, well, you just need to answer these. We're going to send you a form. You need to answer these final questions, and it'll go to the committee. Similar to how other awards, whatever. Typically, an award, other people nominate you, right? But that's a different story. So then we start getting towards the end of the call, and they said, okay, and if you're selected for the award, your attendance fee is going to be slashed. So instead of paying $2,000 for attendance, you'll get it for $1,499. And so I made a face, obviously, and the guy said, well, let's address the elephant in the room. Like, what's the issue? And I said, I've been recognized. I've public spoke before. I've never had to pay for the conference, right? I've paid for conferences. I've never had to pay for the conference if I am a slotted speaker or a recognized award winner. So he said, well, it's a 5-star resort. By the way, I live in Las Vegas. The resort you chose is not a 5-star resort. Far from it. You're not even on the strip, buddy. Like, stop trying to game me. Anyways, like, why? These are just sales. Like, just be an effing salesman. Like, trust me, I'm not knocking it. Like, if you want to go sell your product, go sell your product. Stop taking advantage of people. Oh, you're an award winner. Oh, you're a sponsored athlete. No, I'm going to pay. Basically, what they're asking me is, we will give you an award if you pay $1,400. F you, I'll get an award myself. I don't need, as a matter of fact, my award's upstairs. Them little children, every day when they make good choices, I'm raising healthy men. That's my award every day. Every day I wake up next to a beautiful wife and I try to make her happy. That's an award, right? I got those accolades. All those accolades are stupid. I used to chase that stuff. It's retarded. This household, right? My kids, my family, my integrity, that's the award I win every day. But nonetheless, the point of this is just sell your product. Stop taking advantage of people. You're not really sponsoring people. You're freaking selling your product to a bunch of people that are then selling your product, and they're making peanuts. They're not sponsored athletes. Stop telling people they're winning awards, right, just to fill their ego. And that's the problem. This is what they do. They know people have a lot of ego. Oh, you're a sponsored athlete, or oh, you got an award. So people will pay it, because they want to freaking have their ego stroked. Stop it, man. That's wrong. It's untruthful. I don't understand this concept. Like, help me understand. No, either sponsor someone or don't. Either offer an award or don't, right? Find your hustle a different way. Stop taking advantage of people. All right, Kings. I'm just so blown away by these new approaches, these little schemes out there. Be careful. Get your award daily within your household, within your internal household, right? Let's get it, Kings. Stay up.